Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I recently saw something really cool on Pinterest and it got me really excited and I really want to try it. So today we are going to be dehydrating some oranges and doing some crafts. I'm going to start by slicing one orange and seeing how much that gives me because we're going to want to slice this very thin. So I feel like that gave us quite a bit. So I think that should be good for what I want to do. So I have a 9x13 baking dish here that I've lined with wax paper, and I've preheated my oven to 200 degrees Fahrenheit. And because these need to dehydrate, these are going to take a while, so 3 to 4 hours. But from what I've read, after that, it should be shelf stable and we should be able to do different stuff with it. So I'm gonna do that and I will see you in 3 to 4 hours. Oh, there's an awful lot of yellow happening in this shot right now. I just pulled the oranges out of the oven and they're perfect. So I'm really excited to get started on these DIYs. So the very first one I think is probably the most obvious. So we're gonna be making a potpourri jar. Ignore the burn mark on my table. A candle caught on fire. It's a whole story. So I think this DIY is pretty straightforward. So you're gonna need a small mason jar, of course the oranges. I picked some pine needle sprigs from our tree outside, some cinnamon sticks, scissors, a knife, and some string. And now we just need to fill our jar. It's really that easy. So I'm gonna put a couple of cinnamon sticks on the bottom here, some of my oranges, a couple of sprigs. And of course, just keep alternating between those until your jar is full. And now to make the jar a bit more decorative, we're gonna tie a string around it and do a little orange accent. So I have my string here, and I'm gonna cut a small hole in my orange and then feed my string through and just tie it around my jar. And there you have it. DIY 1 is done. Oh, it smells so good. Now let's move on to DIY number 2. So for this one, you're gonna need 2 books, preferably hardcover, but it's not really necessary. You need some pine needles, or oranges, some string, and either some craft paper, or I have like this, I almost said wallpaper. What is wrong with me today? Wrapping paper, or depending on the look you're going for, you can use newspaper or just plain white like printer paper, whatever aesthetic you want to go for. But I'm going to use this. Now these books are going to make it really easy for me because all I need to do is pull this insert out. Oh, I forgot I tape them. I like to tape mine to my books so they don't like move around all over the place. So I'm just gonna take mine off and I'm gonna use this as a guide to cut my paper. If you don't have a book with one of these things, then you're just gonna have to measure it by hand. Now I need to cut that shape out. And then we just wrap this around our book. And there you have it. And now we just need to do the same thing with the other book.
Okay, hi, Snoise.
Why?
Cute kisses?
Oh my gosh, thank you. You're so sweet. So I have both of my books wrapped now, and the next step is to write on the spine of it, and this can say whatever you want. I'm gonna write Happy Thanksgiving on mine, but you could do like your family name, like the Smiths, or Happy Holidays, Welcome to Our Home, whatever you want these to say. And the last step is to decorate, so I'm going to grab a piece of string, and you want to make sure to cut enough to fit around your books. You need one of your orange slices, and I'm going to cut a small hole in it, and you're also going to need a sprig of pine needles. So I'm going to do a knot around my books first. Just save me some hassle. And I'm doing this a little off center, and let me just trim this a little bit. Put your pine needles in. Thread the string through your orange, and then tie it all together. And then you have this beautiful decorative holiday piece. You can put that on your bookshelf, or like you could even use this as like gift wrapping to somebody. That would be really pretty. There's a number of different things that you could do with this. I mean, just look at how beautiful this is. All right, guys, and the last DIY that I'm gonna share with you today is garland. Of course, you're gonna need your orange slices and some pine needles, some string, scissors, a knife, and that should be it. So I'm gonna start by going through, and if they already have holes, I'm not gonna worry about it, but if my orange slices don't have a hole near like the rind, I'm gonna pop one in there just so I can put the string through it. Now I'm gonna cut a long length of string, and I want it to be fairly sizable, maybe about like 5 feet. It's totally up to you, whatever you want, whatever's gonna suit your decor. Now, I want to tie a loop on one end, and that's gonna help me hang it later, and that's also gonna keep things from slipping off the side of it. So the very first piece I'm gonna feed through is gonna be an orange, and I'm gonna bring it all the way to the end, and this loop should catch it. And to help keep it in place, I'm then gonna double loop through like this, and this should help keep it in place. Next, I'm gonna do a sprig of pine needles. So I'm gonna trim that down, and I wanna give myself a little bit of space, but I'm gonna tie this probably about there. And I'm gonna keep going like this, alternating between orange and the pine needle sprig. Do you guys hear her snoring? I'm gonna make your day, hold on. All right, guys, and there is my finished garland. And those were all the DIYs that I really wanted to try. I don't know why it never occurred to me to dehydrate oranges like this. Like, it's such a minimalistic, but somehow also kind of classy way of like decorating your house. And like, these were all so easy to do. And did I mention how amazing my house smells after baking these? Oh my God. So I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Of course, if you did, please leave me a thumbs up. I love seeing those, they make me so happy. If you're new here and you're not already, please subscribe to my channel because I would love to watch it grow. That would honestly be the best feeling in the world to me. And that being said, guys, I will see you in the next video. Bye!